morning, guys. Welcome back to a new video. So I'm gonna go ahead and vlog. My husband is gonna be coming home here in about, what time is it? 10:17. He said he'd be here between 11:30 and noon. We were actually gonna take a little drive. I wanted to quickly touch base and tell you guys thank you so much for all your prayers and your support. Before we get into this video, I want to just share with you guys what I have done in case anybody else out there right now might be dealing with some anxiety. Rumination is basically what I've been dealing with, which led to my anxiety. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. One of you guys left, well, a couple of you guys, my friend Tammy and then my other friend Donna, that comments here. A lot of you guys have reached out, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do. Tara, all of you guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys that are like my friends. I'm getting like emotional. I'm also just really tired today, but I'm good today. I am really good today. Sorry, let me recollect myself. I'm fine. I'm tired and I'm just emotional talking about how much I appreciate you guys. Whenever you're in a just a really bad spot, just know you're not alone, and it will get better, and it can get better whether you decide to take medication for it or not. I 100% believe that everybody deserves help and everybody should take medicine if you need it. I also believe in like doing the CBT, is that what it's called? Therapy. I feel like those things are really helpful. I've done a lot of research here on YouTube. It's where I got like a lot of my stuff from, because there's actually therapists here on YouTube. If you guys didn't know that, you can go and watch the videos for free. You don't even have to go to like one in person, but some people might prefer to go to somebody in person, and I totally get that. I've really wanted to go for like a long time with other issues that I was dealing with before all of this. I was having some other issues where I was just having a lot of anger and stuff over certain things, and now I look back at myself before, guys, and I told my husband I just felt like I was just a very selfish person, but that's just how I feel. I feel different now that I've went through. Sometimes when we go through things, it changes us for the better. And I feel like I did change a little bit just from going through this experience again. And just, you know. So anyways, I made this whole list here of things to help myself with. So I can just always turn back to this page and I immediately know what I need to do if I'm stuck ruminating. Distraction immediately. Like, that is the key to getting off of that hamster wheel. And rumination can come in like different forms. It can be you constantly talking about the same thing over and over again. It can also just be you thinking, which is what my problem was. My biggest thing that I was doing was paying attention. It sounds really dumb, but I'm sorry, guys. I don't want these vlogs to be like super long and rambly, because that's what they've been. But I just feel like I wanted to tell you guys this stuff. I did make a whole video about rumination here on my channel if you guys want to go watch it, because I've dealt with this in the past. I feel like mine all started for the first time in my life when I went through something that was traumatic, because that's kind of what triggers it, I feel like. Because if you had something really bad happen to you, it could be anything. In my case, I feel like I didn't have anything super like some people have, like really bad happen to them, obviously. There's a lot of worse things out there in the world that I just couldn't imagine going through. But what did happen to me did affect me, and it did like make me want to keep thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And it was like I couldn't get off of that thought. That is what rumination is. It's when you're paying attention to one thing and it takes over, because you can't think about anything else, and our brain is supposed to flow. Like, our thoughts are supposed to just come in and out of our head all day. We're not supposed to pay attention to any of them. And so that was my next thing on my list, was the ignore your thoughts, pay no attention to them. I can kind of feel it when I choose to let it go. Like, say if I'm ruminating and I can take a second and like realize that what I'm doing, and then I just choose to like, okay, let it go. and I can feel it. Like it's like also it does something really weird to your head. If any of you guys have ever done it, maybe you know, but the front part of your brain will like start to like hurt a little bit, and like you can feel it up here because it's almost like you're forcing yourself to just think about one thing, and you're technically not supposed to do that. So I don't know, guys. I feel almost dumb for what I have gone through when I know that I don't have to do those things, but I do think that I am a little bit OCD. I do think like that is definitely something that runs with people with OCD. I said if you let your thoughts flow, you'll be good. The longer you ignore it, the easier it'll be for you to forget about it, because if you are ruminating over something, it's going to be fresh in your mind for a long time, so you need to get far as away as possible from that thought. I also wrote to forget to focus on what you want to do, like what you want to do in your life daily. Like focus on those things only. I was at a point where I was just like, I couldn't even talk, I feel like, because I was so consumed. And that was like really awful there for a little while. Thankfully, my husband has been huge support for me. Cole has been huge too, just to have like that, just, you know, him here to take care of was like distraction. But living in the present moment will keep you from having anxiety. If you just focus on what's in front of you, like what you see out through your eyes, and that's it, you're like, normally I can deal with anxiety. But let me tell you guys about what has been happening really quick, and then I'll get off this subject. But I just wanted to touch with you guys what I've been going through. So also a positive mindset to set yourself up every day for success is to like think of something positive for the day. There was a few days where I experienced really bad anxiety, and anxiety basically is like fear, right? So there was things that it was keeping me from doing, like because of the way I was feeling, like simple things, like almost like I didn't want to let myself be happy, because what about if I spiraled downhill again? Or like, what about if I just went right back down into the spiral again? And like, why would I waste my time being happy? Well, because happiness is everything. Like, so I just had to like force myself to get up and do things. And that really like kept me from being in a funk, because you guys know I'm very active. I'm a busybody. That is what makes me happy. So finding something that you enjoy doing, and even if you have to push yourself to do it, because when you start pushing and you start doing something physically, I know a lot of people say when they're depressed they can't physically do anything, and I get that, but at the same time, for me, and I know everybody's different too, some people have chemical imbalances in their brain where it doesn't matter what they're doing, they're not going to feel any better, and I get that. But for me, what works is getting up and doing something physically, and then I feel like I come back, you know, like I lifted again, I'm happy again. Obviously not ruminating means I'm happy again, but because that can really set you up for like stress. Ruminating stresses the body and the mind. So basically what I was dealing with, anxiety, was a couple of times. It doesn't happen every night, because if I go a whole day without ruminating at all, I normally can sleep peacefully the whole entire night, because that's how I was before. Like I was normal, which I don't think we're all normal, are we? Well, everybody has some kind of issue. But that is what I like considered myself, because I was always happy, you know, always like ready to do the next thing, excited for the day. Like that was my personality. Like every day I was excited for life. And I'm getting back, guys. I just have to like learn, you know, not to pay attention. And there is some kind of like thing too where you have to learn to let go of things. That I feel like has been really hard, and maybe that is the OCD in me, that it's like hard for me to let go of things. But another one I wrote down was I wanted to try meditating. You guys can let me know if you've ever tried that. My brother has done that several times because he suffers with anxiety, and he says it really works. So I do want to give that a go. Maybe if I have a night where I can't sleep, I might just like get up and try to meditate or something, because if you lay in the bed, it's just going to make it worse. if I was ruminating during the day and like I didn't catch myself fast enough and I let it go on for too long, my mind and my body, I feel like, would get really stressed out. And then when I finally let it go, it didn't really matter. When I'd go to bed, I could actually fall asleep. But about an hour or two into my sleep, I was awakened by an anxiety attack or a panic attack. I don't really know what's the difference. It might have been considered, I looked it up and it was called nocturnal panic attacks if you're experiencing this at night. But basically, like, our brain and our body can only be so stressed before it leads to that. And I didn't even know that, but so it was waking me up from my sleep, and I was shaking so bad last night because I did kind of get stuck a little bit yesterday. And basically, yesterday's being stuck was being stuck on just like things in the present, which was like really stupid. Guys, it's been tough, but I am trying to remember how to ignore everything and let everything come into my mind. And almost like I don't have to be paying attention to things, you know? Like reminding myself that that's not going to serve me. Don't need to do it. And I've been a lot better. But like I said, last night was not a very good night. I was awakened, shaking really bad. Like I thought I was just cold at first. And then I realized it was anxiety because something weird happened to me last night that I never had before, but my lips went numb. And apparently that is an anxiety symptom. And my lips were like numb for a little bit. It was so weird. I was a little anxious, but I more so was just shaking like really bad. My heart was racing. And I've had, like, because I actually know what anxiety is when I have it, which is good because in that way I don't think, oh my God, I'm dying, you know, because it makes you feel that way. So yeah. I might go ahead and upload this video separately and go ahead and restart a new vlog because this is already way too long. But I just felt like I wanted to touch base with you guys and let you guys know that you're not alone out there. And this is what I've been dealing with. And I thought maybe if I would just make a video talking about it, you guys could, like, maybe not everybody's going to understand what it is. And that's good. I don't want you guys to know what it is. But I just thought in case anybody's ever been through it, then I was making this video. But a lot of people have OCD way worse than I do. A lot of people have intrusive thoughts that are normally of something bad. Like it could be a bad image, it could be like a bad thought of harming somebody or harming yourself. I don't have that. That's not really my problem. It's just choosing to pay attention to thoughts is what my problem is. And remembering how to do it. I wish I could just completely forget it, which over time I think I will. The more I practice letting it go, I think I'll forget about remembering how to pay attention. I mean, it could happen again in my lifetime, but I have my little journal here to help remind me that I don't need to be so afraid of this either, you know, and I have let a lot of that go. I no longer have morning anxiety, which is really nice because I was getting that too, where it's because I'm becoming less afraid of this. I think is why it went away, is because I'm like becoming less afraid and I know that I can control this crap. You know, like I'm in power, I can control this. And that was something else that I just kept forgetting, that I think for me, a severe fear of losing control. I really think I'm OCD, guys. I'm not trying to diagnose myself, but that's just what I think I have. And obviously, some anxiety issues come in with that. But if I was a normal person, like the person I was 3 weeks ago, I didn't suffer with anxiety very often. The only time I ever had anxiety was like certain, like things that obviously, like certain fears, like I will tell you guys, choking is a fear of mine. Cold choking is a huge fear. Spiders, like claustrophobia. Sometimes when I'm sick, that would trigger anxiety for me. But those were things that I didn't deal with all the time. Those were just like, you know, surgery was really freaky to me. Stuff like that. Obviously something happening to one of my family members, but it wasn't affecting me daily. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't affecting my life. So, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make a new video and start a new video with you guys and vlog because I was feeling like I wanted to video today. I don't really know what we're gonna get into. We're gonna go up to, like I said, this new location. And so yeah, if you guys want to see the vlog, I don't know when I'm going to put this video in, either before or after the vlog, so we'll see, but whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed me. I just wanted to make this video and talk to you guys about what I've been dealing with, and thank you guys for all your love and support and for understanding, and I hope to get back in the swing of YouTube here. I'm starting to feel excited again about it. That was another thing that it just wasn't there for me. You know, stuff just wasn't there for me, and but I have to remind myself like every day that I'm not going to give up. I will never give up on myself, and I'll never give up on my family, and I will never give up on YouTube either, because YouTube was like my favorite thing that I did. So it's a huge passion, and I just want it to come back, you know? So I'm healing right now, guys, and it feels really good to finally be able to at least not be in the dark, because there was a couple days that I was in the dark, and it was scary for me because I haven't been that low for a really long time, and I forgot what it feels like. So if any of you guys go through this, please know you're not alone. If you guys want to message me, we could talk. You're never alone. So always make sure that you're talking to somebody. Don't ever suffer in silence, guys. Don't do that. Let somebody know if you need help, and be sure to reach out to somebody that is close to you, or like I said, even if you guys don't know me, you guys can still message me, because I just want people to know that they're not alone. And you can, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not none of those things, but I can be a friend. So I just want you guys to know that. So thank you guys, and we'll go ahead and get started with the next video. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.